Hello and welcome to the show. It's an absolute honour to be back and I'm ready for my next adventure. I hope that you are too. Welcome to Vietnam Discovery! Today I'm going to Hoa Binh City, which is about 80 kilometres southwest of Hanoi. The province was established in 1886 when it was known as the Mường province. It was then officially renamed to Hoa Binh in 1891. I live in Hanoi and I have done for a couple of years, but I'm still having to learn lots of new things about Vietnamese culture all the time. When I got the invitation from Vietnam Discovery to go and learn something about the Mường people, I jumped on the chance because Mường culture especially is something that I knew nothing about before. And so after I got the invitation, I started to kind of do a little bit of research and try and teach myself some things about it before the trip, which was quite useful. So I'm on the road on the way to Mường Bi in Tân Lạc district. This area is famous for having the most Mường ethnic minority people in all of Hoa Binh, and that's the reason that I've come here, because I don't know anything about the Mường people yet, so it's time to go and learn something about them. Hoa Binh province is one of the oldest areas in Vietnam, with the world-famous Hoa Bingian culture, which dates back over 20,000 years. And the Mường people, which is the largest ethnic group in Hoa Binh, considers this place as the cradle of their traditional culture. That's a photo opportunity if ever I've seen one. I can't resist the temptation of taking some pictures of this spectacular natural scenery. I have been to Hoa Binh before. I've kind of seen the scenery before, but when we went to Letem Ao, we were in the clouds, you know, mist was coming across, and that was a really stunning place. It was a beautiful drive and beautiful scenery. Letem Ao is referred to as the roof of Mường Bi, one of the four major ancient cultural cradles of the Mường people in Hoa Binh province. Currently there are about 400 households living here, and the majority of them are Mường. Whoa. Driving around in the sun is pretty thirsty work. Let's stop at this Mường house and see if we can get a bit of a drink. At first glance, you can see the tranquility in Chieng village, one of the 12 Mường villages in Letem Ao mountainous community. Local people are very friendly and they are welcoming towards me as a foreigner in their village. Come on. Chào chào bà. Chào. Chào dự khát nước. Cho cháu xin một cốc, có được không?
Mời cháu uống.
Cháu xin cảm ơn. Cháu muốn hỏi, bà bao nhiêu tuổi rồi?
100 tuổi rồi.
Oh my god, I've only ever in my life met one other person over 100 years old. Tại sao cụ sống thọ thế?
Các con người núi đây là ông ấy rất chuốc, không lô. Và chi cũng phục rồi. Làm phải xuôi.
At the age of 100, Mrs. Bui Thi On still pitches in with the house chores. She lives a self-sufficient life and has never left her village, so her Vietnamese is quite limited. Chào chú á.
Chào nha.
Cái này là gì ạ?
Đây là thuốc cây rừng, uống để chữa đau xương đau khớp, như là nhẹ người như cái cháu uống đấy.
Uống đây à?
Vâng, đây.
Rất ngon.
Rất ngon đấy.
So this is the magical wood, magic drink. She lived to 100 years old. That is amazing. I can't say for sure what it was that helped her, but the air up there was very clean. The environment was very fresh. She clearly did a lot of exercise because you have to just walking around there. And her diet was good, so I guess a combination of those gave her the longevity that she's had. What I've seen so far is the beautiful, simple lifestyle of the Mường people. They live side by side with nature and respect their surroundings. That's why Mường people often choose this land, which is clustered along the foothills, hillsides and reservoir areas to set up their villages. When I first heard about the fact that Mường culture still employs shamans, I'm a real skeptic towards that kind of thing. I'm a non-believer. I don't believe in kind of magic and stuff like that. So I did go in with a little bit of, oh, this is going to be a great experience. It's not been easy for me at all to meet the shaman, who has long been considered as keepers of Mường knowledge and preserves the spirit of Mường villages. Bùi Văn Luk has been working as a professional shaman for 30 years. All local customs and ceremonies require his participation.
Làm mo này là phải là có dòng dõi từ ngày xưa, truyền lại các cụ mình tổ tiên ngày xưa biết làm mo thì mới truyền lại con cháu.
Chú Luk showed me a small bag full of bones, animal teeth and different kinds of stones, which he believes to be supernatural items. All of these things have been handed down from previous generations. In his collection, there are some animal teeth and bones, which he himself found in the forests or up in the mountains.
Đi làm nương. Tức là nó vào thiêng, phải là thầy mo mới giữ mới đi mang đi.
Wow, I've always wanted to do that. It's quite amazing that everything has come quite naturally to him. He hasn't chosen the job. It's not like he's gone out and bought these artifacts. It's all come very naturally to him. And that's probably quite a big part of what he does and his life as a whole. So I'm looking forward to learning more and discovering more about his life and what he does.
Thôi bây giờ đến giờ ăn cơm rồi, mời đi ăn cơm.
Cảm ơn.
Mai tôi đi bán nhà ngoài
Thế à?
hàng xóm bên kia.
Gần đây không?
Mai có đi được không?
Chào Dưỡng muốn.
Muốn à?
Muốn đi cùng. Cannot wait for that. Xin mời. Chú Luk's 4 generations welcomed me with a hearty meal after quite a long day.
Mời nói rõ hơn nữa thì càng tốt.
So Mr. Lung is taking me to a Mường house where he's going to perform a ritual called Letem Ao, which is to bring luck to the house and the people that live in it. Chào chú.
Người Mường ấy là từ ngày trước ấy, đến bây giờ ấy là nó tức là 505 chắn ấy, tức là tuổi của ông là năm nay 61, ông làm rồi 63, phải đến năm 66, phải đến năm 68 thế tôi mới lại làm. Mục đích là để làm mát trong cái gia đình, tức là từ ngày trước đến nay ấy là cái công đoạn là người dân tộc Mường ấy là phải mát, gọi là mát nhà để xua đuổi những con ma để nó phù hộ cho gia đình.
Everybody in this family seems to be doing something, and I really don't know what I can do to help them. So I decided to go over and join a group of men weaving something with bamboo sticks. Basically, it's just 3 sets of 2 parallel sticks of bamboo to make this quite nice pattern, and it's got to weave in and out of each other. Pretty hard to do actually, but he thinks it's simple. I guess he's used to it.
Nhưng mà bây giờ chiếu này làm này.
Okay.
Bây giờ lót lá nha.
One of the main things that I was told about that was the reason that they have those bamboo things and the banana leaves is because in the past they were yet to have plates and bowls and things like that. So this is how they did it. Those plates were what they used to put the offerings on as part of the ceremony. And now it's time for food. So this is the food that's going to be the offering to the gods later. So it's important that we get this right. Before 12 o'clock, it's only vegetarian food, and then they said when it gets to 12 o'clock, they're going to have chicken, pork, and also dog meat to eat as well. So. The food is ready now, and Chu Luk is putting on his special ceremonial long dress for the main part of the ritual. One of the most impressive things to me was the chanting from Mr. Lung, the shaman. He was pretty much continuously chanting for about 6 or 7 hours, telling this completely epic story of Hmong culture. And I was amazed that he could just keep going and keep going and keep going. I don't know many people on this planet that could tell any story for 6 or 7 hours with a script, let alone he's learnt that one by heart from his, been passed down from his family. So that was really amazing, actually. That was really, really amazing. The shaman is clearly an important character within the community, and a lot of people seem to have a lot of respect for him and what he does and what he did.
Mỗi một năm thì mình có nhiều ông Mo thì mình thay ông Mo cũng được. Ở trên phong tục tập quán ấy, tức là ông này bận thì thay ông khác, hay là mình yêu cầu ông này ấy, thì mình lại nó phải xếp lịch, tức là ngày mùng 1 làm ông này, ngày mùng 2 làm ông khác, có ngày phải làm thay đổi nhau từng ngày, tức là từng tháng cũng thế, trong đó là 30 ngày ấy là ông này nó hay cúng nhiều thì mình lại chờ ông ấy lại tháng sau mình mới làm cũng được.
The ceremony is nearly complete, and the family is preparing some food for the shaman as their offering.
Boy, it's heavy.
So now we're just walking back to Lung's house, bringing the offerings. He's got all of his gear. I can tell you this is quite heavy. They filled it with quite a lot of stuff. But he has done about 7 or 8 hours of non-stop chanting, so he's earned it. One thing was, when we first came to Mr. Lung's house, he has the biggest house in the village, and I kind of thought to myself, is this a bit of a con? Is he like taking people's money or something like that? Basically, as I spent more and more time with him, I completely forgot those ideas, and he didn't even take all the money that was offered to him.
Kỷ niệm cháu cái này, bậc thiêng. Đi đến đâu nó gặp mày đến đấy nhá.
Rồi. Cháu xin cảm ơn rất nhiều.
Mang về bọc cái bạc và đeo cổ này.
Vâng, là cho may mắn.
Đây mang đây.
Chú hào phóng.
Vâng.
Rất là hào phóng. Cháu thấy rất là biết ơn vì chú dạy cho cháu rất nhiều. Cháu thấy rất vui.
Vâng.
Cảm ơn chú.
Chúc may mắn nhé.
Vâng. Wow, what an honour. He's given me a little mascot to take away with me to bring me luck. I promise to keep it close to my heart. That's an amazing gesture. So grateful. Oh. I'm on the way to delve deeper into Hmong culture. My next destination is Ai village, which is located in a remote mountainous region of Hua-Bing. Ai villagers, as well as other Mường locals, are well known for their hunting skills. Men and women, young and old, have grown up with their special crossbows. These are tribes that live up in the mountains, up in the village. They've got no chance to have kind of like modern weapons and stuff like that, so they've invented this specific crossbow, which is totally Mường. So a big part of Hmong culture is their weapon of choice, which is the crossbow. And they've got very specific arrows and methods to make these. I'm going to learn more about it here with Chú Bang. So, nỏ Mường và nỏ bình thường khác như thế nào?
Cái nỏ Mường là khác với cái nỏ của dân tộc Thái hoặc các cái dân tộc khác ấy, thì cái nỏ của các dân tộc khác cái đuôi này nó vẫn làm cái khuỷu xuống như thế này, phải không?
Vâng.
Nhưng mà nỏ Mường thì không có cái khuỷu xuống đây mà chỉ làm thẳng như thế này thôi.
Vâng.
Đầu tiên là
Mr. Bang was my crossbow guru. He'd been making crossbows all of his life since he was a child, and he was an expert at it. And when I sat down with him and kind of just watched him for a little bit, and then tried to do it as well. It was clear that he was a real craftsman, you know, an expert at his craft. Despite how long it would take, you could tell that he showed me some of his finished crossbows, and like you could tell that a lot of love had gone into making them. Kind of the most important thing actually isn't the crossbow, it's the arrow. So you can have a really, really good crossbow, but if you have a bad arrow, then you'll probably miss the shot. So you've got to have a good arrow that's dead straight with the flight on it in the way that he showed me. He also showed me how to make an arrow, and he could do them so quickly. He was so good at it. So here it is, the finished article. Got some arrows, and the one thing that we need to do now is to test it. And luckily there's a shooting competition going on over there, so I'm going to go and try my luck.
Đây, bây giờ chú hướng dẫn cho nhá. Cầm nỏ như thế này.
Wow.
Đặt cái đuôi nỏ vào đây.
Bị đảo không?
Gồng lên chứ.
Ok.
Vâng. Kéo cái này nhá.
Vâng.
Kéo mạnh như về đây này.
Ôi, nhàng thế.
Vâng.
Cháu thử nhá.
Vâng. Đấy, cháu làm đi.
Ok.
Đây, cầm lên rồi.
Đảo quá.
Vâng, gồng mạnh lên. Không làm nổi à? Đây để anh làm, chú làm cho. Đấy nhá. Đấy, được rồi.
When I was a child in my back garden, I always used to try and make bows and arrows and crossbows, and you know, most little boys used to do that. And so it was actually a dream come true to be able to get a crossbow and fire it. That was, that was incredible.
Vâng, rồi. Đấy. Bóp, đặt vào đầu này chứ. Đấy, vâng. Đấy.
Rồi chưa?
Rồi, ngắm thẳng bắn.
Bắn có được không?
Vâng, được, bóp đi. Đấy. Chính như thế không? Đẹp quá. Bắn rồi được đấy, giỏi thế.
Yes. Oh my God! Straight into the target. I'm so happy with that. That was as good as these guys. Xin cảm ơn chú rất nhiều.
Vâng, vâng. Cháu ở đây bắn cùng với các anh.
Được.
Chú đi có công việc tí nhá.
Được.
Bắn lóc. Rồi.
Rồi. Đi về an toàn nhé. The Mường crossbows were exceptional. They were amazingly powerful, amazingly accurate.
Cách bắn đi ra ngoài nào. Đúng rồi, vòng 10.
Well, I've got to be happy with that. Hit the target. It was a good shot, but I have to say it was probably with a lot of his help. He's a great teacher and a former champion of this, so I was being taught by the best, you know. I think I'm going to have to quit there, go take a rest, and watch the experts continue. Chào ba. Ba nghĩ cháu bắn giỏi không?
Đấy, cháu bắn giỏi nhỉ.
Cháu xin cảm ơn.
Đây.
Tôi hỏi ba ơi, tại sao ba có răng đen?
Bà nhổm răng từ hồi 16 tuổi ấy.
Thế à?
Răng đen.
Wow, cháu chưa bao giờ xem răng đen.
Cháu muốn răng đen rồi là tí này đi theo bà lên trên đồi.
Chắc chắn.
Vâng, hai bà cháu mình đi.
Vâng. Đi. Thôi, đi thôi. I followed Ba Ut, walking up to a forest to find a certain kind of tree, which is used to blacken teeth. She said that Mường people here have their own techniques to blacken the teeth, which have been handed down from previous generations. So I'm sweating it out in the jungle with Ba Ut to try and find the tree in order to get the materials to blacken our teeth. Nếu không có cái này thì lấy cái khác có được không?
Không được cháu ạ, cái khác là nó ngậm, nó không đen, nó có cái nhựa để nó dính vào.
Before I actually knew about the whole process of making your teeth black, I did think to myself that must have been a long process because you can't just change the color of your teeth overnight. So she put commitment into it.
Hai bà cháu mà leo đồi mệt lắm.
I actually thought that the black teeth were quite beautiful in a way. They were very shiny. They weren't just black, they were shiny as well. So whilst I would never have completely black teeth myself, I was very interested in learning about the process of how she did that. So I did want to go and... Người Mường trẻ có răng đen không?
Ngày xưa như thế là răng đen thì trông nó cũng xinh, ai cũng phải răng đen hết, nhưng mà thời buổi này là không có ai răng đen, người ta lại răng trắng hết.
Tại sao?
Không biết tại sao.
So I guess it's exactly the same as we have all over the world. You know, it's a trend. So whereas in the past the trend was to have black teeth and that was what was beautiful, now it's obviously different and white teeth have become more beautiful. So it's totally interesting.
Ngày xưa thì các cụ thích nhuộm răng đen bởi vì là răng đen thì các cụ cho là đẹp và xinh gái hơn. Nhưng mà bây giờ bọn em thì thay đổi rồi. Thời buổi này rồi thì bọn em cũng không thích nhuộm răng đen nữa. Em cũng thích răng mình phải trắng. Bởi vì là trắng cũng có nét đẹp riêng của bọn em. Và bọn em cũng muốn giữ cái nét đẹp ấy ạ.
Làm mỏng mỏng như này cho.
Đây là rất to.
Ba ơi, nước tép chua đây ạ.
Đây là gì ạ?
Đây là nước tây chua cháu ạ. Lấy cái này mà ngọc 3-4 miếng cho nó mềm răng, là có cái nhựa nó dính vào răng ấy.
Cho mấy phút ạ?
Ngọc khoảng nửa phút thôi.
Ok.
Nhỏ đi là miếng khác.
Ok.
Đấy 20-30 miếng ấy.
Cháu thử nhé. Vâng. Ok.
Đừng nuốt.
Cool.
Cú xuống cái này đây.
Wow. Really sour in your mouth. Not a very pleasant experience, and if they have to do that 100 times, something I don't think I could do. That is serious. Thôi, đủ rồi.
Không làm được nữa.
Vâng ạ, không làm được. Rất chua.
Ngậm cái này cho nó đen răng.
Ok, phải làm gì?
Phải ngậm cái này. Cho hai bên.
Okay. Here goes nothing. Black teeth, here I come. Đây.
Đấy, phải yên đấy. Lâu nó nhả.
For bao lâu?
Lâu. Cũng như ngậm sống này. Ngậm tay chua này.
I can't feel it's a bit strange on my teeth. Like that liquid made my teeth furry. And now this is doing something. All I can think about at the moment is why did someone think that they could cut up a tree and put it in their mouth after drinking that? Crazy. Oh, it's pretty horrible to be honest. And I don't know, my teeth kind of do feel a little bit furry, especially after the kind of sour water, so maybe it is having an effect. Bà ơi, bà phải ngậm bao nhiêu cái này thì có răng đen đẹp?
Ngậm đến 30-40 miếng ấy cháu ạ. Nhưng mà chỉ cái đen thôi. Còn muốn đen bóng thì phải ăn trầu.
À thế à?
Vâng.
Cháu rất muốn thử.
Ăn trầu để lên nhà trên để ăn trầu. Mấy các bà ở trên đây.
The habit of chewing the betel and the fruit and the limestone paste is something that we don't have back in England or in Europe. I've only ever seen it in Vietnam. So it's really interesting for me to see.
Đấy, cháu ăn cái này ngon lắm.
Thế á?
Ngon mà không có thì các bà không chịu được.
Thế à? Răng đen à? Ăn khó. So, as you keep chewing it, juices just come flooding out. Your mouth fills up. Okay. It looks like blood. Giống nhau mâu. It's a bit like Vietnamese chewing gum. Cháu là người Mường chưa?
Là người Mường. Người Mường là chưa?
Cháu muốn hỏi cho cháu xin 2 miếng có được không?
Được.
Yeah.
Bao nhiêu cũng được.
2 miếng thôi. Cho cháu và cho bạn gái.
Việc làm cô cho nó thêm. Wow,
what a souvenir to take with me back to Hanoi, a real piece of Hmong culture here. Can take it back and keep my lips red. Xin cảm ơn các bạn. Chào đi về. Xin chào các bạn. What an insight I've had into the Mường culture here in Hòa Bình. From the work we did with the shaman, to the teeth blackening, to being able to fire a crossbow. It's been amazing and I hope you've enjoyed it too. And whilst many of their traditions have died out over the years, it's great to see that the people in this programme are keeping their Mường values alive. This has been Vietnam Discovery. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you again next time.